10-year note yields close out the week nudging lower. Today closing out at 426, down about 5 basis points from yesterday's close, also down about 5 basis points on the week. And that 426 level is just above the weekly low from Wednesday, which marked just below 425. So ultimately seeing bond yields come back a little bit lower. We did have some auctions this week. It was not a heavy data week, nor did we have a lot of Fed speakers, although we did get a good mix of back and forth. Yeah, we heard from some hawkish Fed speakers and we heard from some doves. Ultimately, next week will probably tell the tale of the tape as we will get the upcoming jobs market. But taking a step back, the weekly ranges have been pretty amazing in the month of April. Going back to when the tariff announcement came in early April, we saw ranges in the first 2 weeks at about 40 to 60 basis points per week. Now this week we were at about 20 basis points, so we are much lower. The market's sort of kind of maybe getting a little smarter as we move forward here and maybe a little more cautious in its move, ultimately waiting for more clarity, which we will get next week via the job numbers, but ultimately seeing things come off those uber highs that we saw. Again, closing out this week at 426, down about 5 basis points on the day, as well as 5 basis points on the week. Now, what does this mean for volatility? Well, check out that CVOL index over at cmegroup.com. You will notice that volatility nudged higher early in the week, but then after Tuesday, everything kind of went south and never looked back. So we did see volatility sliding lower as the week progressed. Lastly, let's talk about what we have next week. As I mentioned, we do have jobs. It's going to be all about jobs, whether you're talking about claims, jolts, challenger job cuts, and then ultimately it comes down to non-farm payroll number on Friday. We do get the month-end sort of bond market movement, whether there be some extra needs for buying or selling and position squaring. And then one other note, we'll get the quarterly refunding on Wednesday, also coinciding with month end, and then there will be no Fed speakers at all as the Fed speakers go into their blackout period ahead of the May FOMC meeting.